Hello, what's up? Alright guys, you just read chapter 8 and 9 of the Odyssey. Your packet needs to be signed off by someone in the room who is not your partner. And we'll take a look at what we have in this packet now, alright? So, here we go for chapter 8. Things get a little bit intense in this chapter. Alright, so first, Circe warns Odysseus about the Sirens, and Scylla and Charybdis tell him how to avoid them. Okay, so she is like, hey, by the way, these like huge monsters are going to come out of the sea. Here is how you need to avoid them. Okay, so something like that, obviously, and you won't have the same words, but something like that needs to be on your packet. Okay, next, Odysseus and his men sail by the Sirens and use wax to plug their ears. Guys, this is like one of the most famous scenes in the Odyssey. In our version, it's very short, but like when you research the Odyssey or see different things about the Odyssey, there's artwork, there's whatever, the Sirens are huge, okay? So their song is so tempting that Odysseus wants to get off the boat, but instead he has his men tie him to the mast and then plug his ears with earwax to make sure that he can get through that part of the sea. Okay, so really important, really famous. Please make sure you have the Sirens written down on your packet. Great. All right, and the next one. Whoa, there we go. They mostly, right, avoid Scylla and Charybdis, but lose a few men here or there. So they're trying really hard to get past that, but this, like, amazing, monster comes out of the sea and just casually eats a few more men. So we're down to, not a lot of men at this point, okay? So that is chapter 8. Make sure you have what you need for that chapter. And again, yours doesn't have to be the same exact as mine, but please make sure you're actually checking your packet right now and still listening to the words that I'm saying because I am making this for you. Okay, chapter 9. Alright, so let's take a look here. Alright, so, spoiler alert, spoiler alert. First thing that we need for chapter 9. There we go. Odysseus and his men eat the no-no cows, if you will, and further upset the gods. So, like, this book, guys, right, anytime they're like, hey, don't do this, they do it, okay? This one is especially important, though, because there's a lot of consequences that come with it, and we'll see those here in just a moment. All right, next one. Oh, spoiler alert again. There we go. Zeus gets really upset about those cows and destroys Odysseus' ship. So now we have Zeus involved instead of just Poseidon, which is not great because we know that Poseidon is not on Odysseus' side, and now Zeus, like, he needs to watch out, right? Homeboy is in some trouble at this time, okay? All right, and then last but not least, so here we got Odysseus gets washed up on Calypso's island where he is her prisoner for 7 years. So again, guys, like, so many things keep happening. We know Zeus is upset. Instead of just trying to get home, he is now on an island for 7 straight years with Calypso. He is never, ever going to get home at this point. This is insane. I can't believe he stays there for that long. So please make sure you have something around those. You need to know about the cows, Zeus, and Calypso in that one. Okay? Let's take a look at our question here for our Apply Your Knowledge. Pick a scene from chapter 8 and 9 and illustrate it below. Guys, I worked super hard on this drawing for you, so I want to make sure that you really appreciate the artwork. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Here is Scylla and Charybdis, just casually trying to chomp on their boat and, pull them into the whirlpool. Cool. All right. So yours obviously will be stick figures or something else. That's great. Make sure you please did that with your group. Okay, next we have word meanings. All right, so this is something that we're still working on and practicing. You guys did a nice job on your formative with this, but please make sure you have this. I should not have used anything like a thesaurus or a dictionary on this. I should have used my context clues, okay? So that first word is heady. This part of speech is super important. It's an adjective that describes a noun, okay? It means something that's strong or intense, and where I saw it was when they talk about the scent being heady. That means that it goes to your head, it's strong, it hits you, okay? Remember, guys, these are page numbers for your respective books. Okay, next one, unscathed. Once again, guys, I should not have used any other resources but context clues. In this one, I know that it's an adjective because it's describing a noun. It means unharmed or uninjured. And here, they were able to get away from Scylla unscathed, so that tells me that they were safe, or in some way safe, even though some people got eaten, okay? And then last but not least, we have abated. And this one, that's a verb because that's an action word. and it means died down, calmed down. It's talking about how the storm abated, so it stopped it or ceased or something like that. Okay? So please make sure you guys have what you need here. Yours doesn't have to be exactly the same, but similar for sure. Last but not least, guys, we have author's language. Again, this is something that was new for you on the formative. We did a pretty good job with it. Okay, so here's the passage. Glistening in the sun, the deep blue rocks appear to float on the surface of the turquoise sea. The water is deep and mirror smooth, and there is room between the rocks for easy navigation. Okay, so the first thing we're going to look at is tone. And remember that tone is the author's feelings or the feelings that they're trying to create. So here, guys, I see words like, man, glistening in the sun, deep blue, mirror smooth, turquoise. For me, that's going to mean calm and peaceful, right? I think that passage just shows how the sea is. It's nice and calm. And again, words that create that are the ones I just listed first. So glistening sun, turquoise, the deep blue, floating, all of those things. That's calm to me. That's peaceful. Okay? What type of figurative language do we see? So we're going to look a little bit closer here. The water is deep and mirror smooth. Okay? There is room between the rocks for easy navigation. Glistening in the sun, the deep blue rocks appear to float. So I'm thinking that I'm going to find either a simile or metaphor here. Okay? And here I see a metaphor if I look a little bit closer. Okay? Because I never saw like or as, but because it's saying that the water is a deep and smooth, or like a mirror, I would say that's a metaphor, okay? And then, does this figurative language have positive, negative, or neutral connotation? Remember, connotation is what you feel. I think it's positive, right? For me, it doesn't have anything upsetting or negative or scary. It's a pretty positive sentence, okay? So here I would say that this one is positive. And the reason being, they are calm, peaceful, things are good to go. Okay? So guys, I know this was a longer Paget check, but it's really important you understand especially author's language and especially vocab. So take your time, do what you need to do to make sure you have what you need, and we'll see you next time.